How are you? Very good, yeah, very busy, but very well. Good.
William Hague, great to meet you.
Very good to see you.
I don't know how familiar you are with the 5-minute concept. I'm trying to get a bigger clock so you can actually see it ticking, but it's proving difficult, so we're going to have to rely on this one.
Right.
We're going to have to pack a lot in.
We'll try.
We'll try and get you to answer quite quickly.
Yeah, there's the time-honoured technique of filling up the whole 5 minutes.
I may interrupt. Okay, 5 minutes starts now. What do you most admire about Gordon Brown?
That he's persistent, that he keeps going when there's a huge amount of damage being done to him. But of course, I hope that fades over time and that he's going to be defeated despite that.
How confident are you that the Tories will win the next general election?
I'm pretty confident. Never take it for granted. Never say it's certain. Elections are unpredictable, but it's completely different from the last 3 elections when really we knew we were going to lose. This one, we can win. I think we are going to win.
Do you think that David Cameron really engages the British public? Do you think people can relate to him?
Yes. Criticisms can be made of all leaders. Don't I know it when I was the leader? But I think of all of us who've done the job in recent years, including me, he is vastly the best at communicating. And indeed is, as I've said before, the sanest person I've ever known who's been leader of the Conservative Party in recent years.
And that includes you, then?
Including me.
Is there a tiny little bit of you that wishes you were still leader of the Conservative Party?
No. No, I've never regretted taking it on. But
you were very young when you started, 36.
Yes, but I've never regretted giving it up, and I won't ever do it again. I'm very happy in the role I have now supporting David Cameron. When I've done that role for however many years, I will go off and write some more books, which is my other passion in life. I'm not interested in being leader of the
Political
Conservative Party
biographies.
again. Yes, absolutely.
What are you most proud of so far in everything you've done in your life?
Passing the Disability Discrimination Act through Parliament in 1995. From designing it, writing it with civil servants, getting it through Parliament in a difficult parliamentary situation, because that is a landmark piece of legislation. And that, of all the things I've done in the last 20 years, that is the Act of Parliament that's really got my name on it. I did it, admittedly with a lot of other people helping.
Do you think people have warmed to you, William, since you were leader? I mean, you've presented Have I Got News for You, for example. Do you think that you're more popular now than you were in the past?
Probably, but I've no way of measuring that other than the reaction of people in the street, which is always very nice to me. But in a way, I don't mind about it. It's because I've stopped caring about that, in a way, to put it at its harshest, that I think people may have reacted to me better. So I don't spend my time worrying about it or trying to measure such a thing.
You sometimes stand in for David Cameron at Prime Minister's Questions. Do you write all your own jokes?
Yeah, I don't make many jokes these days. I became so well known for them, I thought I'd better get away from the jokes. But yeah, mainly, but there's a little team that gets together before Prime Minister's Questions, and it's great fun, actually, just thinking of the questions and the answers to the answers. So there's a team that works on those things.
Have you got a joke for me that you could tell me now, a quick joke?
I'm not going to give up my jokes on the BBC.
Do you tell jokes down the pub? Do you go to the pub?
I do occasionally go to the pubs. Yeah, I'm fortunate to live in the middle of my constituency, which I regard as the best place in Britain, in Richmond, Yorkshire. Wonderful hills, wonderful people, wonderful pubs. I do occasionally go down the pub.
And is it true, I have to know once and for all, is it true that you have drunk 14 pints in a session? Is that true?
Well, very rarely a long time ago. It would kill me now. But unfortunately, as Nick Clegg found with GQ magazine and his 30 lovers, so I found with them and the 14 pints, that thing then gets into the public consciousness. But so it would have happened when I was delivering beer.
What's the most you could drink these days?
Oh,
what's a big night out?
A few glasses of wine, really. It's nothing. I'm 30 years older than that now.
Tell me about growing up in Yorkshire. What sort of childhood did you have?
A free one, really. My main memory of my childhood is roaming free in the fields and the woods, even as a 7 or 8-year-old with my friends. And I think a lot of parents wouldn't now let their children do that, which is very sad.
If there was one thing that you could click your fingers and change about the UK today, what would it be?
Oh, it would be, I think, a different society, it would be a different atmosphere in society in terms of in a big city like London, of neighbours knowing each other and helping each other, of feeling that they live in communities again. Something I see in Yorkshire that I don't see in large parts of urban Britain. Time
is running out fast, and squeeze a couple more questions in if I can. You play the piano. You taught yourself, is that true?
I had a teacher as well, yeah.
How good are you?
I'm rusty now because I haven't got time to play, but I got up in 4 years to playing Mozart, Beethoven,
Did you
Chopin.
do grades?
Didn't do grade. I'm not doing any more exams in my life. I was doing it for my own satisfaction.
And how do you wind down now?
I read, I walk in the hills, I spend time with my wife.
Time is up. Really nice to meet you.
Very good. We got through a lot of questions.
We did.